Hello everyone, welcome to the video tutorial series of the web development. Today we will start with the JavaScript function. We have learned so many topics about the JavaScript in MSc 1 syllabus. Now let's start with the remaining topic. So the first topic, that is JavaScript function. Okay, now first of all, what is function? Function are a bread and butter of the JavaScript. Okay, how we can define the function? Functions that means what? The code that reduce the coding purpose, that reduce the entire length of the code. So to reduce and to reuse the code, we will use the JavaScript function. Okay, the concept of wrapping a piece of program in a value has many use. So we can reuse the code again and again wherever you require. It gives us a way of structure larger program to the reduce repetitions. So associate names with the subprograms and to isolate the subprograms from each other. Okay, so here it is saying that we can reduce the repetitions of code and we can reuse the same code again and again. Now what is function? A function is a set of statement that takes input to do some specific computation and produce output. Basically, a function is a set of statement that performs some task or does some computation and then return the result to the user. Okay, so in short, how we can define the function? Function is a some statement, sequence of some statement that used to execute some particular task, and then it will take the input and then it will return the input from where it is called. So that is what function. Now the idea is to put some commonly or repeatedly done tasks together. So what is the main idea of defining the function? To use to define the repeatedly task in one function at one time. So that is the basic idea about the function. Task together and make a function so that instead of writing the same code again and again for different inputs, we can call that function. Suppose you want to add two numbers. Okay, so if you want to add two numbers every time, suppose for 10 times you want to add the number, so what will happen? 10 times you have to write the code for adding purpose. But if you have defined the function for that add task, then you just have to call that function. So once you have defined, and you can use it 10 times. Like other programming language, JavaScript also support the use of functions. Other programming also support the use of functions. So I think you have a better idea about how we can use the functions. So you must already have seen some commonly task functions in JavaScript like alert. Okay, we have learned about this alert, that whenever you will use this alert, it will display the message on the window that some specific message if you have displayed. So at that time alert will be used. Alert is from the window object. So window is a by default object of the JavaScript. So we are not writing window.alert, but we just write alert. So by default it will consider window.alert. This is the built-in function in the JavaScript, but JavaScript allow us to create the user-defined function also. Okay, so it means what? We have two types of functions in JavaScript. One is a user-defined function and another is the inbuilt function. In this tutorial, in this lecture, we will learn about the JavaScript function. Then in next lecture, we will cover the inbuilt function. Okay, we can create the functions in JavaScript using the keyword function. So whenever you are defining the function, at that time you have to use the JavaScript function keyword. Now functions of two type, that I told you in previous slide, that user defined function and JavaScript inbuilt function. So if you want to define the user defined function, at that time you have to create the custom function, and if you want to use the inbuilt function, then at that time you have to use the inbuilt function. Okay, so one example we have seen, that is alert. Okay, now you can use different function for that like math.root, math.mean, math.mix, date function, number objects functions, etc. So these all are the inbuilt functions in the JavaScript. Now JavaScript function syntax. Here you can see this JavaScript function is defined with the function keyword followed by the name and followed by the parenthesis. Okay, so compulsory you have to write this function keyword, then it is followed by the parenthesis, that is opening bracket and closing bracket. Now function names can contain letters, digits, underscores and dollar sign, same rule as the variable. So same rule that is applied for the variable when we are defining the variable, same rule is applied when we are defining the name of the function. The parameters may include parameter names separated by commas. Okay, so parameter 1, 2, 3. So it is depends on the requirement how many parameters you want. The code to be executed by the function is placed inside the curly brackets. So whatever the statement to be executed, that you have to should have to write in curly brackets. So that will be the function statement that will be executed whenever we call the function. Now here you can see this JavaScript function syntax, function name, parameter 1, 2 and 3, then code to executed. Okay, then function parameters are listed inside the parenthesis in the function definition. Okay, so as I told you, here you have to write the function definition. Function arguments are the value received by the function when it is invoked. So here the function arguments are the value. So it is value that is received by the function when it is invoked. So here suppose function name add is there and 1, 2, 3 is a parameter. Suppose parameter 1, 2, 3 is there, then suppose I am calling that add 4, 5, 6. So that 4, 5, 6 will be the function argument that will be passed to this parameters. Okay. Now inside the function the arguments behave as a local variable. Okay. Inside the functions arguments behave as a local variable, that arguments are not the global variable. We can just use in this particular scope only because we are passing to these functions. Now function invocation, the code inside the function will execute when something invokes the functions. Okay, how we can invoke the function? When we call it. So these are the way when any event occur. For example, you have called the function on the on click of the button event. So at that time that function will be called when you click on the button. So that is when any event is occur, at that time you can call the function. Then next is what? When it is invoked, called from the JavaScript code. So whenever you will call from the JavaScript code, so at that time also we can invoke the function. Then automatically, that means self invoked. You have the idea about the recursive functions. Suppose you have used in C for the Fibonacci series, for factorials. So that is what? A recursive function. So recursive, that means automatically. So automatically function will call itself. So that is what? Function invocation. Now function return. When JavaScript reaches a return statement, the function will stop executing. So whenever you have defined that return statement, that means it is the end of the function. So from that point the code will be stopped to executing. If the function was invoked from a statement, JavaScript will return to the execute the code after the invoking statement. Okay, so from wherever we have invoked that function, so when the JavaScript will return, so at that time that result will be returned to that particular point from where we call that function. Function often compute a return value. The return value is returned back to a caller. Okay, so as I told you that function often compute a return value, and that return value is returned back to the caller. Now here you can see this is the example syntax, and example of this syntax we have already seen, that function, function name, and here this parameters are there. Here we don't have any parameter, just name of the function is there, and here code to be executed, then calling function, and calling function should be function name. So here you can see I have defined the function using the function keyword as it is. Then you have to write the function name, that is a show message I have write over here, and this is the parenthesis, this is compulsory that you have to write. Okay, in this you have written that alert hello world. Okay, so here alert hello world, that is a code to be executed. So whenever we will call this function, it will just display in alert box hello world. So how we can call the function? Calling a function name, that is show message, and compulsory you have to write the parenthesis and semicolon as we are using the JavaScript. Okay, so this is what the basic example of defining the function. Now function parameters. Okay, a function can have one or more parameters which will be supplied by the calling code and can be used inside the function. JavaScript is a dynamic type scripting language, so a function parameter can have value of any data type. Okay, JavaScript is a dynamic language, so any type of parameter function in function may be there. So here you can see the example function show message first name and last name. So this is what first name and last name are two parameters. Okay, and here I have displayed that alert hello plus first name plus last name. So it will display, suppose I have written over here when I am calling this function show message Steve Jobs. So it will display, whenever we will call, it will display hello Steve Jobs. It will just concat the string as we have defining plus over here. Okay, so it will just concat the string Steve Jobs. Then it will display, again we have called the function show message, and I have here it is written that Bill Gates. So whenever we call this function using this parameters, it will display hello Bill Gates. And last parameter, that is 100 and 200, this is integer parameter. This is what string parameter, this is integer parameter. So when we called using this, again it will concat the string hello 100 and 200. Okay, so it will combine that 100 and 200. So like this way you can pass the parameter to the JavaScript and you can call the function with the parameter if you have defined the function with parameter. Now next is the local variable in JavaScript. Okay, so as I told you previously, whenever we are calling the function and whenever we are passing the argument to the function parameter, that scope of that parameter will be local. So here again same way, whenever we are defining the parameters, here function show message, here just define the let message is equal to hello I am JavaScript. So that is what a local variable we have defined. So whenever you are defining message is equal to hello I am JavaScript, so that is what a local variable to that function. But if you want to use this message, it will give the error. So here you can see it will display here hello I am JavaScript. Again show message, it will display hello I am JavaScript. But outside the function scope, if you have defined alert message, that means it will give the error because this message is defined inside this function. It is not defined outside the function. If it is defined outside the function, then we can use that message over here. Okay, so this is what a local variable. Then outer variable, a function can access an outer variable as well as, for example. Okay, so suppose here I have defined username is equal to John. Okay, so this is what outer variable, and here we have defined one function show message, in which we have defined message is equal to hello plus username. Okay, so username is what? John. So whenever I will just display alert message, it will display the message hello John, because function can use the outer variable that is defined above the function. So we can use the outer variable inside the function. Now next, outer variable, the function has full access to the outer variable, it can modify it as well. So here just you define username is equal to John, function show message username is equal to Bob. That means we have changed the value of this John. So whenever you will display this message hello plus username, it will display the hello Bob alert message. Okay, so it will display hello Bob. Now alert username John before calling the function. We have not called the function, so that's why it display the hello John. It will just display John. Now here we have called the function. So it is modifying this username John to Bob. So we are calling the function, so it will display this hello Bob. Now again I have display alert username because it is a outer variable. So here I have display alert username. So here it will display Bob because we have called the function and function has modified the value of the John. Okay, from here username Bob is modified from this John. So it will display the hello Bob. Okay, so that it will display just Bob. So that means function can modify the outer variable also. Next, global variable. Variables declared outside of any function such as outer username in the code above are called the global. So in previous slide we have defined the username, that is what? The global variable. Global variables are visible from any functions. How many functions you have defined, it doesn't matter, but you can access that the same variable in the all the functions because you have defined it as a outer variable. It is a good practice to minimize the use of the global variable. You should have to minimize the use of the global variable because it may be complicated if you are using the global variable every time. Modern code has a few or no globals. Most variables reside in their functions. Sometimes though they can be useful to store the project level data. So whenever we require to store the project level data, at that time we can use this global variable. Okay, so this is all about this lecture. Remaining topic, interesting topic, we will cover in the next lecture. Here we have learned about the JavaScript function. So how to define the function and which are the scope of the variables. In next lecture we will see the execution of this JavaScript function. Then we will see about the inbuilt function. Okay, thank you for watching. Let's meet in the next lecture. Thank you.